Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I will be talking about which new animes I will be starting in spring 2025. A new set of anime, a new batch of anime will be beginning, and I'm going to look at all the animes that are airing, talk about them, and mention which ones I will be starting in this upcoming season. So I usually do this every single time whenever a seasonal anime set of anime ends, and I go to my anime list or AniList, usually AniList nowadays, and look at the shows, talk about them, and mention which one I'll be reacting to, and go through them little by little. So that's how I'm going to be doing this again. And yeah, let's begin now. This season, however, are a bit of it's a bit dry. There's some good shows, but there's most of them are just like okay-ish shows. Nothing much to react to. So this season will be a little bit slow. But the upcoming season, that is summer, which will come after this season, that is after spring summer, is packed. I'll talk about that later when that time comes. I'll have to properly make some choices back then. But this time there isn't really that many shows. But I will be reacting to a few of them. Also, I've decided to kind of whittle down the shows a little bit. I've been struggling this last season. I've been struggling to properly do the reactions because I just don't have that time. And the thing is that for the previous season, that's this current season that is ongoing, a lot of the shows didn't end in the previous season. It just stopped in the middle, like Danmachi. Like I also was reacting to Beastars. Then ReZero also like started after that. So I was packed, and it was a lot hectic. I wasn't really having fun reacting at all to a lot of these shows because I was just so packed. So I've decided to like lower the amount of animes a little bit. I'll make sure that I have time for myself and I'll be able to do most of that I want to. Like not just reacting to anime throughout. I wanted to do anime movie reactions, but with all those things that started coming up back to back, I wasn't able to do it. I was able to do like two anime movie reaction, and then everything just got packed to the brim. So I had to stop. And I would like to bring back anime movie reactions again. So this time, the amount of animes I'll be reacting to will be a little bit lesser than the previous seasons, and I'll continue like this. Keep it a lot like lesser, and do other things that I want to with my channel. But by less, it means no means less. I will at least be reacting to 7 shows, which is by no means less, obviously. But like I feel like literally this current season that I was reacting to, there's at least 9 to 10 shows I was reacting to, and I was getting overwhelmed. So I'm like, no, I'll stop. Not that many. One episode per week. Per day. That's it. I won't go above that. So yeah, that's what I've decided. So you might see a few less amount of shows I'm reacting to, but I that's why. That is the reason why. Anyways, let us start. Let us start the video. So as always, I have in front of me AniList, and yeah, you can see I've it's 2025 spring season, and format is TV show. Now I'm going to look at the TV shows first, then go to the movies and other stuff. Okay. So let us begin. Now, like I said, I think as far as I've counted already, I think I've counted, and I think the amount of shows I'll be reacting to will be, I think 7, including the show that will be continuing from this season, that is Apothecary Diaries has 24 episodes, so that will be continuing. Including that, I think there's 7 shows that I'll be reacting to. Plus, like I said, like anime movie one day. And yeah, this time I will properly do the anime movie reactions because, like I said, the previous season got too damn packed and I wasn't able to properly do anything. So yeah, I've lessened the amount of shows, 7 shows. I think 7 shows. I'll count again. And yeah, so let's begin. So first and foremost, we have Fire Force season 3. So let's open this, and here you are. Fire Force. Now it's been a while we've gotten Fire Force. I will be reacting to season 3. Like season 1 and season 2 I've already watched, but because it's been a while, I'm kind of rewatching it. Like season 1. I'm in like in the mid part of season 1. By the time season 3 starts, I'll be able to complete rewatching these the 2 seasons because it's been a while. I've forgotten a lot of the stuff. But anyways, Fire Force, I've always really loved Fire Force. Obviously, we know like this is, by the same author who did Soul Eater, and I reacted to the whole Soul Eater on my channel. If you didn't know, one of my very first anime reactions I did on my channel along with Kaguya-sama. So yeah, Soul Eater, I reacted to everything. I loved Soul Eater, and like similarly, I also loved Fire Force. Absolutely amazing show. And like everything is just so good about this, like the story, the animation, and everything. David Production is doing this. I'm assuming David Production is continuing this. Yes, they are continuing this. So you're getting that JoJo animation. Yeah, and overall the show is really good. It has its really cool moments, like there's so many parts of the show that I remember that are just so crisp in my brain because it was so damn cool. Like, yeah, so, and the characters are just so cool. There's a few characters in this show that are absolutely amazing. Like, what's his name? Joker, I think, right? Joker, Burns, like their character designs are so damn good. Benimaru, like, I just look at these characters, I'm like, damn, these guys look so cool. So yeah, like it's a very good show. I will be I will be reacting to the third season. Obviously, I watched season 1 and season 2 way back when it aired. Back then I wasn't doing anime reactions, so right. So yeah, season 3 I'll be beginning my reaction on this channel. So this is the first show I'll be reacting to, so there you go. Next we have Windbreaker season 2. Now, I will not be reacting to this, but I have watched Windbreaker season 1. I actually really loved it. Like, the thing about Windbreaker is I started watching it thinking that, oh, I'm not really going to be liking this, because I thought it was going to be similar to like Tokyo Revenger, the whole like like gang thing, except the time traveling, obviously. But in a weird way, Windbreaker, I actually really liked Windbreaker. There's a few things about this show that I actually wasn't expecting, and I really liked, and obviously like paired with the animation and everything, it was really good. So I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, like when I watched season 1. So I'm looking forward to season 2 as well. So let me read the synopsis. Second season of Windbreaker. Welcome back to Furian High School. Institution infamous for its population of brawny brutes who solve every conflict with a show of strength. Some of the students even formed a group, Bofurin, which protects the town. Haruka Sakura, a first-year student who moved in from out of town, is only interested in one thing: fighting his way to the top. Yeah. So there you go. It's a really it's a really, like, I don't know. I felt that this show was actually quite good. Like, I wasn't expecting to enjoy that much that I actually enjoyed it. So I'm actually looking forward to season 2. I'll watch it on my own, obviously, but yeah. Okay, so that was Windbreaker season 2. Lazarus. Now this one I actually have no idea. Is this an anime original? I'm not really sure. Is this an anime original? Wait a minute, let me check. I think it might actually be. So I've been seeing these, like I've been seeing like this show being like promoted and everything. So what? Let's read the synopsis. Lazarus. The year is 2052. An era of unprecedented peace and prosperity prevails across the globe. The reason for this is mankind has been freed from sickness and pain. Damn. Nobel Prize winning neuroscientist Dr. Skinner has developed a miracle cure-all drug with no apparent drawbacks called Hapuna. Hapuna? That's a weird type of name. Hapuna soon becomes ubiquitous and essential. However, soon after Hapuna is officially introduced, Dr. Skinner vanished. 3 years later, the world has moved on, but Dr. Skinner has returned, this time a harbinger of doom. Skinner announces that Hapuna has a short half-life. Everyone who has taken it will die approximately 3 years later. Damn. Death is coming for this sinful world, and coming soon. As a response to this threat, a special task of 5 agents is gathered from across the world to save humanity from Skinner's plan. The group is called Lazarus. Can they find Skinner and develop a vaccine before the time runs out? Okay, interesting. This kind of gives me Bacano vibes, like in a weird way. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, the art style and everything. And the character styles and everything, Anyways, I won't be reacting to it, but I will be watching it, because this one sounds interesting. We have, whoa, Mamoru Miyano. Oi. Oh my god, Maya Uchida. Oh damn, these are some really good voice actors. It's just getting okay. You know what, I'm even if I you know I wouldn't probably like, I'd probably just watch this from Mamoru Miyano. Good god. Whenever he's there in a show, it's going to be a banger, because he has such a great talent. I'm looking forward to this. I'll watch this on my own, obviously. But yeah, this sounds interesting. I won't be reacting to it, but I will be watching it. Okay. Now the next one, and here we go. Oh boy, this one. I will be reacting to this. This is the Japanese name of it, obviously, is Saikyo no Osama Nidome no Jinsei wa Nani wo Suru, or Debate, TBATA. I forgot the full name. What was the full name? The beginning after the end. Yeah, okay. So the thing about this is, I actually read this before. This is a manhwa, I think, yeah. And I actually read this before, and I really liked it. I did read it for quite a while, and then I stopped reading it. But the thing is, people are concerned about this because the studio that is doing this doesn't have a good track record, number one. Number two, the trailer that they have shown is actually not really up to people's expectations. And I myself watched the trailer. I would say the same. The animation is a bit weak, and but I will still give this. I still have a little bit of hope on this, because even if the animation is as weak as it seems in the trailer, I hope that the adaptation is on par. It's a bit of a rarity, but most of the times when the animation falls flat, the adaptation also falls flat, because they start skipping stuff, and it kind of shows. The lack of budget shows in the adaptation. So usually good animation most of the time means that there'll be a good story, because you realize that they're putting that much effort into it. So but there are exceptions. Obviously there are exceptions. I'm not saying that every good animated show is, I'm not saying that. But at the same time, there are also exceptions for like poorly animated shows where the adaptation might be really good. So I'm hoping for that exception here. Animation could be kind of low, on the lower side, is fine, but I do hope that the story provides, and it, like, it actually gives us what we want. I'll be happy with that. So I'm looking forward to this. The reason why I'm saying so many things about this, because the story is actually really good. I read it. Like I said, I read it myself. Manhwas are usually like, the whole power fantasy kind of thing. This one actually had a lot of like, world building and stuff. So this is one of my exceptions. Like, I don't really use manhwas and stuff. I'm not really that much of a big fan of them, because it just it's the same old repeating story of like, like, oh, like someone suddenly gets strong, blah blah blah, and just it just gets so tiresome and repetitive. But there are a few manhwas which I do know are really good, and this is one of them. So that's why I have high expectations. But the animation is a bit like, a bit weird, we saw in the trailer. But like I said, I'll still keep hope, and hopefully the story adaptation that they adapt, hopefully they don't skip anything, they do everything properly. I'm just hoping at this point. I'm pretty sure everyone is. So yeah, I will be reacting to this. But here's the thing, this has been on a trial basis. I don't think I've done this before, but I will watch this season, obviously, up till the end. But if I don't like it at certain point, if I realize that it's not really, like, yeah, I'll tell everyone, and then I'll probably drop it, and I'll just watch it on my own. That is what I'm saying. Like, I'll keep this on a trial basis. I will watch for a long amount of time and see what happens to this, and yeah, so that's what I'm going to do for this, because at the beginning I had no plans on reacting to this. As soon as I saw like the animation, the trailer and everything, and I was like, yeah, this is going to be a disaster. But then I was like, you know what, even if the animation is bad, let me just give it a try and see if the story in itself they're able to provide properly. If they're not able to do it, then I will probably watch like 12 episodes, and I'll probably drop it. Like I'm saying at the very beginning. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, anyways, for now it's on a trial basis. I will be reacting to it, but whether I'll continue it will be dependent on how it is. how the story, like how the adaptation is. Okay, now let me read the synopsis. After a mysterious death, King Grey is reborn as Arthur Lewin on the magical continent of Dicathan. Um, Although he enters his second life as a baby, his previous wisdom remains. He begins to master magic and forge his own path as the years go by, seeking to correct the mistakes of his past life. There you go. Short and simple. I'm hoping for a good adaptation. Let's just hope. This is the second one that I will be reacting to. Okay, the next one is this one. Slime 倒して300年知らないうちにレベルマックスになってしまったその2。This is the 300-year slime or whatever, I don't know. I watched the first season. It was quite a long time ago. I don't remember anything about it though. So yeah, I'll probably watch this season as well. Maybe I'll rewatch the first season. As far as I can remember, the first season was kind of average. It wasn't really anything like like phenomenal or anything. It's kind of average, but yeah, I guess it's an okay type of show, like a slice of lifey, like feel good kind of type of show. So I'll probably watch the second season as well. Get on my own, obviously. Get ready for more relaxing tales. Azusa Aizawa is a powerful witch who finally reached level 99 and now busies herself with laid-back quests instead. Her family continues to grow as some familiar faces are joined by bright-eyed newcomers. From trips to the beach to a martial arts tournament, you're invited on Azusa's carefree and heartwarming adventures of leisure. There you go. Right. So yeah, I'll watch it on my own. And then we have this, the third anime that I'll be reacting to this season. My Hero Academia Vigilante Illegals. Now, I have had my eye on this for a long amount of time. I like My Hero Academia, but I have heard this is more of the, what can I say? More of the darker, My Hero Academia kind of, which really interested me. And, because My Hero Academia is like this whole shonen-esque type of story, where, friends, together we fight, kind of thing. This is a lot different, and I feel like this type of a story will probably be way more down my lane than the normal My Hero Academia. Not that I'm saying that My Hero Academia is bad, it's good, but I feel like this will probably be way on my, wavelength, I think. So I'm actually looking forward to this, hopefully they do that. Wait, is Studio Bones doing it? Oh, Bones is doing it. Nice. Okay. So, right. So yeah, the animation will be just on par as with My Hero Academia. I'm very much looking forward to this. I, always had my eye on this. I didn't read the manga because I knew that someday it's going to get an anime, and here we are. So, this is the third anime that I'll be reacting to this season. Let me read the synopsis. In the world of My Hero Academia, not everyone needs a license to fight for justice. In a superhero-powered society, there is nothing ordinary about evil anymore. Heroes trained and licensed to protect and defend the public against supervillains stand above all the rest. Not everyone can be a hero, however, and there are those who would use their powers to serve the people without legal sanction. But do they fight for justice in the shadows or for reasons only known to themselves? Whatever they fight for, they're called vigilantes. Koichi Haimawari, what is that name? Wouldn't make the cut to become an official hero, so he uses his modest quirk to do good deeds in his space-time. Then one day, a fateful encounter with some local thugs leads him to team up with two unlikely heroes. One of them really know what they're doing, but none of them really knows what they're doing, but they've got the courage or foolishness to try. But they soon discover fighting evil takes more than just being brave. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this one. Because like I said, the story for this seems way up my lane than a normal My Hero Academia. But again, it's just, we'll have to see. And I haven't read the manga, so I cannot say this 100%, but I feel like this will be way down my lane. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this one. Also, I do know that apparently this happens before My Hero Academia, so it's like a prequel to it, I think, kind of. So yeah, we'll probably see some recurring characters and everything, but some new characters as well, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The third anime I'll be reacting to this season. Alright, the next one is this one. What is this? Haite kudasai, Takamine-san. I think I actually kind of saw the manga. I think I read the first chapter and I didn't continue it. It's a bit of a weird one. I do remember it, but let me read the synopsis. You'll understand why I'm saying that. Takane Takamine is a goddess of her high school with perfect grace, athletic prowess, and unrivaled beauty. The student council president is the apple of everyone's eye, including Koshi Shirota, a below average student with no friends and social prospects whatsoever. But he'll find out the secret behind Takamine's unbelievable success, her underwear. Oh, when she strips, she can do any of her past actions, and now that Koshi knows, Takamine won't let him off. He's what a crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, like I think I read this a little bit, and then I was like, oh, it's the same old, like, like guy being, yeah. But I'll probably watch this on my own. Usually, like, I've seen a lot of mangas that I don't really keep reading, or I kind of get bored of. A lot of the manga, when they become adapted, I actually like it more in anime format. So who knows? Maybe I like this more in anime format. I'll just watch it on my own. But this is some crazy plot. Time traveling. But yeah, you have to undress. Yeah, okay. People come up with this. It's crazy. Anyways, yeah, I'll probably watch it on my own. Okay. Alright, the next one, which was, I have no idea what this is. What is this? Which was Morihito Otogi, a high school student who comes from a lineage of ogres. What? Enjoys a peaceful, ordinary life until his childhood friend Nico moves in with him. Nico is a witch in training and chooses Morihito to be her familiar. Right. While Nico is thrilled to reunite with her old friend and crush, Morihito is tasked to do with the perilous duty to protect her from foretold calamity. Between the unpredictable chaos caused by Nico's magic and the awkwardness of sharing a home, the life becomes a whirlwind of supernatural hijinks and threats. Okay, this sounds interesting. You know. Yeah, I guess. Like I said, it's kind of interesting. I'll probably watch it. We'll see. Right. So she's a witch. He's an ogre. She makes him her familiar, and he has to protect. Okay. Right. Anyways, yeah, I'll probably watch it on my own. All right, Aharen-san. Nice. Aharen-san season 2, the second season of Aharen-san wa Hakare Nai. Now, I watched the first season. I knew about this show for quite a long while, even before it started airing. I kind of read the manga, and yeah, watched season 1. It was quite good. I enjoyed it. Season 2, I'm also, very excited for it. I'll watch it on my own. But, this is one of the seasonal slice of lives that we usually get. For this season, it's this one, I think, and a few others there are, as far as I can remember. But, this is the one on focus. So yeah, I'll watch it on my own. Yeah, it's a really good show. So yeah. Anyways, I think everyone knows about Aharen-san. Most people know about Aharen-san. So yeah. All right, the next one. Oh, it's the Loser Ranger, right? Wait a minute. What the? Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is Loser Ranger, Sentai Daishikaku second season. I watched first season on my own. I'll watch this season as well on my own. The season 1 was actually quite good. It was, I really liked, it was, this is one of those shows which has like a very good, I don't know what to call it, but it's like very like suspense packed. Like, every single episode at the end, you're kind of like, oh, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? That kind of thing. And yeah, obviously, if you didn't know, this is a story about the villains, or the villain being kind of, being exploited, gaslit, to continuing their charade of being the villains, while the main villains, or the main bad people here, are the Rangers, who, kind of like blackmails them and keeps going this whole charade of, heroes fighting evil kind of thing. It's basically like a dystopian like type of a story about superheroes, where superheroes are the ones who are the bad ones, not bad, but the morally, like gray ones, not gray even. They're basically like, a lot of them are just bad completely. They're just exploiting the others and everything. So it's a very interesting type of a story, and it was fully suspense packed and everything, and I really enjoyed the first season. So I'm looking forward to the second season as well. This should be interesting. I'll watch it on my own, obviously. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the second season. Okay. So that was Loser Ranger. Okay, next we have this one. What is this? I have no idea what this is. What is this? Danjo no Yujo wa seiritsu suru yashinai. Childhood BFFs Himari and Yu's vow of friendship hits turbulence when Yu reunites with his crush in high school. Hits turbulence when Yu reunites with his first crush in high school. Himari, who's never known fuzzy warmth of a crush, now must confront her feelings. Their shared dreams and peaceful days as a twosome gardening club are tested in the tale of love, flowers, and growing pains. Wait, so she's the childhood friend? What? Himari and Yu. Himari and Yu. It's trouble when Yu reunites with his first crush in high school, which I'm guessing is one of the other girls. I'm assuming this one. Oh, okay. So it's basically the story of a childhood friend getting friend zoned, like what? Or maybe not getting friend zoned. Maybe they'll finally like rise up again. The childhood friends, the blue-haired anime characters who always get rejected. You can literally see she's blue-haired. Like what the hell? They'll rise up. I don't know. Maybe who knows? Yeah. So I'm guessing something like that. Interesting. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, I'll watch it on my own. Okay. Alright. Now this one. Kowloon Generic Romance. This is the fourth anime. Fourth anime, right? I will be reacting to this season. Why this particular show? I read the manga a little bit. This is an interesting one. I don't actually remember much about the manga, but I do remember it was quite interesting. This is quite. I don't know. It doesn't have that many people following this, but I do know it is mildly popular. Like not that many people knows about this probably, but it's mildly popular. But what the hell was that? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. I want to like I want to see like how this is in anime format. First and foremost, I need to check one thing. Which studio? Arvo Animation. Which studio is that? Oh, this studio did the Bokutachi wa Benkyou ga Dekinai. Okay, like it's okay, I guess. Kind of. But yeah, I hope the adaptation is good because I think that story is very good, actually quite good. Like I said, I didn't read much of it, but I don't know. I just the whole like the vibe of the story, the characters really interested me when I read the manga. So I'm looking forward to this. I will be reacting to this. So yeah, let me read the synopsis. Welcome to Kowloon Walled City. Is that how it's pronounced? Kowloon? Or is it Kowloon? A dystopian townscape where the people are brimming with nostalgia and where the past, present, and future converge. Amid the hidden emotions and extraordinary daily lives of the men and women working in its confines, a tale of romance begins to unfold for real estate agent Reiko Kujirai, one that feels as familiar as Kowloon itself. Um, you know, the reason why I said the vibe of this story really felt really good to me is because, like I said, it's like a dystopian type of a world, a dystopian townscape, but not in that sense. It's like, what can I say? Like, it has a certain vibe to it, which are kind of found in stories like this. Like, there were a few other shows that I remember had this vibe to it. Um, like like there's like a townscape and everything, and there's like everything, but it's like you can see it's like dystopian kind of. um I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's just I don't know. I get this vibe that this is going to be good, and I will be reacting to it. And like yeah, let's just wait and see. It might be a bust. Who knows? Like I'm not 100% sure. If they properly don't adapt it, then it'll probably be a bust. But I have heard the manga's really good, and the characters look really interesting to me, and the whole setting seems very interesting. So I'll probably like I'll probably enjoy it. So let's wait, let's see. So this is the fourth anime that I'll be reacting to this season. All right, the next one is this. What is this? Katai Naka no Osan. Insane Inal. Great. Old man is going to become a swordsman or something. Yeah. What the hell did this guy look like? Rudy? What the hell? Yeah, it looks like not Rudy. I would say Paul. The girl also looks like freaking Eris. What is this? Oh my god. The name Beryl Gardinant Rudius Grey Rat, and I don't know. Is this have they like really like used? Is this influenced by Mushoku Tensei or something? You know what? Let's read the synopsis. I have no idea what this is. Beryl Gardinant, a self-proclaimed humble old man, is a sword instructor at the dojo in a rural backwater village. In his young years, he dreamed of glory as a master swordsman, but those days are long behind him. Out of the blue, he receives a visit from a famous former pupil who brings him world-shattering news. He's been appointed a special instructor for the knights in the Liberian Order. With his life now turned upside down, Beryl travels to the capital and reunites with some of his former students, elite knights, an ace wizard, and even an adventurer who's attended the highest guild rank possible. But why do they all want his tutelage? As far as he's concerned, they really don't need him anymore. Can Beryl live up to his position, and will he ever get a moment's peace away from his adoring students? Right. I feel like this is the character designs at least have been heavily influenced by Mushoku Tensei. Like look at this dude. He looks like some like Rudy or something in his old age. Or like literally looks like Paul. The girl looks like Eris. This girl you could kind of I don't know. I don't think so. I would have said that she looks like Sylphie, but no, not really. That's stretching it a bit, I feel like. But still, like god damn it. Anyways, I'll probably watch this, yeah. We'll see. And this is not really an isekai, right? Wait a minute. Yeah, this is not an isekai. Thank God. I get the same old isekai trope of like getting isekai. Oh, I'm in this world. I'm useless. But oh, I have a cheat power. Lo and behold, haha. Yeah, it's just getting a little bit too over repeated at this point. But yeah, okay. This is a normal fantasy anime, I guess. Alright, the next one. What is this? 一瞬で治療してる what? していたのに役立つの追放された天才キユシ闇ヒーラーとして楽しく生きる Right. Let me read it. Life hasn't been kind to Xenos. He was born in the slums, and his dirt poor background has denied him almost every opportunity. After an encounter with a healer, he throws himself into studying to become one, and finally catches a break when an adventurer invites Xenos to his party. Xenos is thrilled, so thrilled in fact that he's willing to put up with his teammates treating him like garbage. Oh, fantastic, this is one of those. They fail to appreciate his talent and ultimately kick him to the curb, claiming he's outlived his usefulness to them. You know what, I'm not going to read it. I'm going to say what happens from here. Suddenly, he'll realize that he has some ability which makes him so rare, and the people that threw him out are fools. Is that what's going to happen? Let me read it now. Now, bereft of money and out of options, Xenos decides to put his self-taught skills to use somewhere else and opens an underground clinic. Word quickly spreads about his brilliant healer working incredible magic in City's shadowy underbelly. Even the royal palace is taking notice. A little bit different, but kind of the same. Like I said, can Xenos buck the odds and carve out a life for himself in a world that's done nothing but spit in his face? And can he save the lives of patients who wind up in his doorstep in the process? You know what? Even though this seems like some kind of like the same old thing, the fact that he's a doctor will probably give an interesting twist to it, like a healer. Usually in these type of stories, the guy who gets kicked out is like some kind of a, I don't know, like some kind of a like an adventurer or something, but the fact that he's like a healer and he says like he opens like a clinic, yeah, that should make this a little bit more interesting. I could say, because the development will be a little bit different direction. So even though this seems like the same old person joins a party, the party people exploit him, then kicks him out, and suddenly he realizes that I'm better than this, and he then becomes actually better and goes above them. It's not the same thing. It is the same thing, but the twist here to it is that he's a doctor, he's a healer. He opens a clinic actually, so this should be interesting. A little bit more than the same old, thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I guess I'll watch it on my own. I don't know if it gets a good enough rating. Again, who knows? Maybe if this gets like a 5 rating, I'll probably not watch it. But yeah. Okay. What is this? Kijin something. What the hell is happening? Oh my god. Are you right? Kijin Gentoshu. Oh, okay, let me read this. In Edo period, there was a shrine maiden named Itsuki Hime. Okay, in the mountain village of Kadono. Jintai, a young man who acts as a shrine maiden's guardian, despite being a stranger, encounters a mysterious demon who speaks of the far future in the forest where he went to defeat it. From Edo to the Heisei era, this huge Japanese fantasy series follows a demon man who travels through time while continuously questioning the meaning of wielding a sword. Oh, what? Uh, Interesting. Okay, this sounds interesting. Kijin Gentoshu. Yeah, I'll probably watch it. This is quite it's like a time traveling samurai, right? Guardian, yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah, this sounds interesting. I'll watch it on my own, obviously. All right, the next one. Oh my god, this one. Oh, people are freaking out about this. Um, what? Shunjike no Kodomotachi. Okay, I do know about this. This is this is made by Rent a Girlfriend's author, right? Oh my! The fact that this has been done by Rent a Girl's author in itself automatically made me decide I'll probably not watch this, even on my own, because good God, I hate that author's work. Now, first and foremost, Rent a Girlfriend is absolute trash. Like a lot of people actually loves that trash so much. Like like obviously not because of the proper reasons. There's like a lot of people who actually just love seeing a dumpster fire. So that's why they enjoy it. But yeah, I watched season 1 of Rent a Girlfriend. I hated the main character, and I always wanted to punch him in the face. So I stopped watching from that point onwards. And I've heard it even gets worse. Like it actually got better from there, and then it suddenly just goes downhill, as far as I know. And it's just continuing. How many chapters is it at now? More than 300? Like what is going on? Are they going to try to like rival like One Piece or something? Are they going for 1,000 chapters of the same old drama nonsense? I have no idea what's going on with Rent a Girlfriend, and I don't want to associate with the person who makes that in any other And the thing is, if I heard about this, some good things about this show, I'll probably give it a watch. But it's the same old, right? It's the same old thing of the character being. I don't know how the main character is here in this show. Is he the same as that freaking dude from Rent a Girl? If he's like that, then I'll probably hate this even more. But yeah, I don't have any plans of watching some like harem drama nonsense that keeps going for for a 200 300 chapters. Nah, man, not for me. So yeah, so I'll definitely not watch this even on my own. But the thing that is making people freak out even more about this is the fact that these guys are all siblings, not blood related. Obviously, I do know they're not blood related. That would have been mad. Yeah, that would have been even crazier. But still, so basically, here we go. Let me read the synopsis. How do you not one or two? It's like 5 to 6 of them. Why? Like, what is the? Oh my god! Like, come on, man. Can't you just make some normal people not related to each other, just like each other? I don't know. I guess that's basically Rent a Girlfriend. But still, oh, Arata has never had a girlfriend, but he has 5 sisters and a brother. Oh my god. One day his father reveals that he and his siblings aren't related by blood. Wow. Shock. Now all bets are off, and Ata's future promises to be rather nerve wracking. What in the world? Um, right, babe. So there you go. That is this. When this comes out, oh my god, social media will have a field day with this. Good god. Especially now, the thing is, these type of like show synopsis, like shows and stuff, like the plot and everything, were actually pretty common back in the day when anime wasn't that much popular. Like we had so many of these where brother sister, and it was even more crazier. Like people didn't even bat an eyelid back then because anime wasn't that popular. But nowadays, like the people who are getting new into anime, this current generation, they are getting a culture shock. Like they're like, what the hell is this? Whoa, whoa, and oh my god, if you, oh, I started anime for like more than 10 years. I know I've seen way crazier stuff than this, in anime, and so I'm not really bothered by the whole synopsis. What I'm being bothered by is the fact that this is being made by Rent a Girlfriend's author, and I do know he's going to do the same freaking thing with just what he's doing with Rent a Girlfriend. Again, I have no idea, but I don't know. I don't like the whole like thing. So yeah, that's why I'm not watching this. But a lot of people are just freaking out about the fact that the whole non-blood related, that whole thing. So yeah, but if you've been watching animes for a long time, you'll know like there's anime has had way weirder stuff than this. Back in the days, now as well, obviously, but back in the days it was crazy. Like good lord, like yeah, it was wild. So that is not really like surprising me. This whole synopsis is not surprising me. But yeah, the fact that it's just I'm not really a big fan of this style of thing, because I remember like there's a lot of other better like stuff which follows the same thing. For example, quintessential quintuplets, and a few others. I think Cuckoo's Fiance or something like that. There was another one which follows the same type of path like this, but I haven't even watched those because I genuinely am not really like really a big fan of harem which has drama in it. It makes it so weird. Like I don't know, like it's just so like unnecessary. They make it unnecessary drama prone and everything. So yeah, there are exceptions though. Like I said, there is one show that is coming the next season about three sisters. It's also a harem show, but I have read the manga. That show is an exception. If you're properly able to do it, then it's good. But Rent a Girlfriend is like the worst example you can bring for while you're talking about like a harem drama type of show. So this is one of those like a rom-com drama kind of thing, and I genuinely am not interested in these type of things. Like how many characters are there? One, two, three, four, five. I can already see five characters. There'll probably be more characters added later on. So yeah, I'm not really a big fan of this style, with exceptions, like I said, obviously. But yeah, I'm not going to be watching this even on my own. I cannot be bothered, like really. Okay, maybe I'm hating too much on this. Maybe this is different than Rent a Girlfriend, but still, I just know. Okay, then this one. What is this? Kido Senshi Gundam GQUX. Okay, another Gundam show. Okay. Amate Yuzuriha is a high school student living peacefully in a space colony floating in outer space. When she meets a war refugee named Nyan. What? Amate is drawn into the illegal mobile suit dueling sport known as Clan Battle. Ah. Under the entry name Machu, she throws herself into fierce battle day after day, piloting the GQX. There is an unidentified Gundam mobile suit pursued by both the Space Force and police appears before her, along with its pilot, a boy named Shuji. Now the world is about to enter a new era. Interesting. Wait, this is a boy? What? I thought this was a girl. Oh my god. Alright. Oh no, this is the. Okay, no, this is the. Oh, okay. Alright, anyways, okay. Who knows? Maybe I'll watch it because I remember watching, like one of those Gundams. What was that called? The Witch from Mercury, right, or something like that. I remember watching season one. I still haven't watched season two. I will watch it. I just don't get enough time. Like, and I absolutely loved it. It was like my first introduction to Gundam, and I absolutely loved it. So I might watch this. Who knows? But before that, I'll have to first complete the Witch from Mercury. That one. I still haven't completed it, like I said. Yeah, just don't get enough time nowadays. Okay, next one. Soshimin series. Okay, this one, I actually watched season one. I don't think I completed it though. It was okay. I wasn't really a big fan. Like it has its certain moments, but like I said, nowadays, like back in the days, I used to watch everything. But nowadays, like I just don't get that time. So there's so many shows that if I don't think that I'm liking it that much, I kind of drop it. So this was one of them. I actually really liked it at the beginning, the whole chill vibe and everything. But then I realized it is like that throughout. This is actually a very slow paced show, but it's like a really good, like the animation and the vibe to it and everything is very chill. You if you are in that type of a mood, you'll absolutely enjoy it. Like if you're like in the, I don't know, like it's like the Yuru camp style, like chill kind of like thing. It was with obviously a little bit of, I think, detective work. There was, a little bit of, not that crazy detective work, mystery or anything. There was a bit of it. Like, yeah. The name of the show in itself is like How to Become an Ordinary Person or something like that, I think. So Shimin. So it is kind of like that. It's very basic, like like detective work about some ordinary random stuff. For example, I remember there was like a little like a little incident of like peanut butter or something. Like I remember in one of those episodes, like there was like a case that this guy had, like not a case, but he was thinking about who used this peanut butter or something, like something like that. I don't remember exact moment, like what happened, and he was thinking about it for the whole episode, and he comes to a conclusion at the end and figures out who. It's something like, very mundane stuff, ordinary everyday stuff, but it's very interesting. So if you like those type of shows with a very slow paced story, you'll absolutely enjoy it. But like I said, I just don't have the time to, like put nowadays in every single show. If this was back in the day when I watched everything, I probably would have watched this and thoroughly enjoyed it. But I watched it up until like, I think, seventh or the eighth episode or something, and then I didn't continue it. So maybe if I rewatch it again, I might watch the second season. But I don't know, if I get the time. I probably won't get the time, so I'll probably will not watch the second season unless and until I get the time to invest in it. That's the thing. By no means is this show bad. This is actually a really good show. Yeah, but basically that's the case with me, at least. Anyways, let me read the synopsis. Second season of Shoshi miniseries. The second season will focus on two new cases from the novel series, adapting the two-part third volume Shuki Gentei-kun Kuri Kinton Jiken, the autumn exclusive Kuri Kinton case, and fifth volume Toki Gente Bonbon Chocolate Jiken, the winter exclusive chocolate bonbons case. So from the names you can probably understand, it's like basic everyday stuff, but like with a twist. It's basically like Hyoka, you could say. A lot like Hyoka. If you watched Hyoka back in the days, it's kind of like that. Like with the mysteries and everything. Like you're not like you're not solving murder mysteries or anything, but just basic everyday stuff. So yeah. Anyways, that's that. Okay, this one is Black Butler, I think. Kuroshitsuji, right? Yeah, Kuroshitsuji Midori no Majo Hen, sequel to Kuroshitsuji Kishuku Gakko Hen. I don't watch Black Butler, so I'll not watch this. Seal and his loyal butler Sebastian brave a cursed forest in Germany to uncover the truth behind airy deaths. Yeah, like I said, I don't, like I don't watch Black Butler, so I'll not watch this. Right. Okay, next one is Summer Pockets. Okay, this one. Actually a visual novel. I've read the visual novel. It was good. It's made by Key. I think. Wait a minute. Yeah, Key. And if you know, Key is Jun Maeda's company. And if you watch Jun Maeda's shows like Clannad, Little Busters, Air, what else? Kanon, all these shows, they have this like like a similar theme of sadness, loss, extremely sad. Like you've watched Clannad, you'll know what I'm talking about. So it's one of those, and it has the same vibe to it, same type of comedy. Currently I am like playing Jun Maeda's Heaven Burns Red. So I might actually watch this because I just don't remember much about the visual novel. It's been a long amount of time that I've played the visual novel. I don't remember much. But usually visual novel adaptations are trash, absolute garbage. People like animes cannot adapt visual novels with a very few exceptions. The exceptions being Steins Gate, Clannad. These were absolutely 10 out of 10 adaptations. you know but most of them fall flat on the ground and absolutely just destroys the story. I don't know if that's what's going to happen to this, but usually key visual novel adaptations have been quite good. Because like I said, Clannad got a really good adaptation. I remember Kanon was also quite good. Air was quite good. Little Busters was quite good. So it has like Key has a really good track record of properly adapting visual novels. So I actually have a little bit of a good expectation for this. You know, so let's just wait and see. But yeah, I do know the story. I just don't remember it much. But I'll probably watch the anime and give it a try and see, how they do it. But if they're able to properly adapt it, then I'm sure you'll enjoy it because I remember Summer Pockets was quite good. I liked playing the game. But let me read the synopsis. To help manage his recently deceased grandmother's effects, the protagonist Takahara Hairi travels to Toroshiro-jima during his summer vacation. As he gets off the ferry boat, he spots a lone girl standing on the pier. A girl who simply gazes into the distance as her long hair flutters in the wind. He looks at the girl in utter bewilderment, but before he realizes she no longer can be found anywhere. Harry finds himself starting to adjust to life on the island, surrounded by nature far lusher than anything he has ever come across back in the city. Time seems to flow very casually on the island, and it's thus memories of something nostalgic keeps coming back to him. Memories of something he had long forgotten. Yeah, so there you go. Like I said, you'll probably enjoy it if they do a good adaptation. I just hope they do a good adaptation because all key visual novels, everything related to Jun Maeda is absolutely amazing. They just need to properly adapt it. But I have hopes. Like I said, Key has a good track record up until now. Like unlike a lot of the other shows that completely butcher everything, like Higurashi, Umineko, Grisaya, which the anime is very good, but if you've read the novel, you'll not say that. Solely watching the anime is good, but I, who have read the novels, I cannot say the same about Grisaya or Umineko or Higurashi, which absolutely fell flat on the face when they tried to adapt like a 50 plus hours novel into like 12 episodes or something. Destroyed it completely. But like I said, there has been exceptions. Steins Gate was a great, like a adaptation. Same with Clannad. So I hope that they do something good with this. It's just a hope. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, the next one is Your Forma. What is this? In 1992, a pandemic of viral encephalitis shook the world. The medical technology that saved humanity evolved into Your Forma, an invasive information device implanted in the brain. Damn. In this world where every sight, sound, and even emotion is recorded, that is horrible. That is some dystopian crap going on. Investigating major crimes means diving into collective data, a job reserved for special detectives called electronic investigation. Oh, it's like a psychopath kind of. Okay. Echika Hieda, a prodigious electronic investigator assigned at an astonishingly young age, stands isolated by her exceptional talent. Her newly assigned partner is Harold. Harold, damn. A blonde, blue-eyed humanoid, amicus. Together, this unrivaled duo will expose every hidden secret. This sounds interesting, Yeah. I'll probably watch it. This looks good. All right. Next one is this one, which is Ore wa Sekan Kokka no Akutoku Ryoshu. In his late life, Liam lived as a moral, responsible person but died in deep debt and betrayed by his wife. That is unfortunate. Reborn into the ruling family of a vast interstellar empire. Interstellar empire, damn. Liam knows that life is divided into the downtrodden and the ones who do the stomping. So this time he's gonna take what he wants and live by himself. But somehow things refuse to work out this way. Despite doing his best to become a tyrant, William's decision lead to nothing but peace and prosperity for the empire under his rule. Just gets more and more popular. Oh, this is one of those. Okay, sounds interesting. Like one of those villainous story, but here it's not a villainous, but a villain, I guess, who wants to be this bad, evil person, but he cannot. That kind of thing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll watch it if it's get a good enough rating. I'll watch it. And this is wait a minute. Oh my god, my kind of lagging a little bit. Okay, this one I will be reacting to. This is the fifth show, I think. Yeah, fifth, or is it the sixth? I'll count it again. That I'll be reacting to this season. I think this is the final one of the new shows that I'll be reacting to. Why this show? Okay, you'll see. Let me let me read the synopsis first. This is called Rockwa Lady no Tashinami deshite. At an all-elite girls' academy where refined young ladies gather, Lilisa Suzunomiya, now the daughter of a real estate tycoon, after her mother remarried, is forced to abandon her guitar and rock music to fit in. However, her passion is reignited by sounds from the old school building where she meets a skilled drummer who shares her love for rock. Together, they embrace their inner rock stars, elegantly clashing and shouting their way through the academy in this captivating tale of grace and rebellion. You know why I want to react to this? First and foremost, you know, every single season, the girls' band anime that we have slap hard, and every single time I regret not reacting to them. Previous season it was Girls Band Cry. The season before that it was Bochi the Rock, I think. Not before that, but one of the previous ones. There were so many other like shows like this, which are so damn good. I never react to them because I will not make the mistake this time. I think this will be equally good. It's a girls rock band show. Like I love like rock in itself is something that I absolutely enjoy myself. I love it, especially if it's anime and it's like a girls band kind of thing. They are amazing. Girls Band Cry really did such an amazing job. If you haven't watched Girls Band Cry, you should do that. Did such an amazing job to show everyone how crazy of a like a genre this is of anime. And you know what's better about this, at least from the looks of it? All of these are Ojo Samas. And it is a crazy contrast seeing Ojo Samas on the on the stage strumming the guitar, like just screaming like a rock star. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this. I don't know, there's something about like girls band rock animes that is just so much in my I love these type of things. Like Keon was absolutely fantastic. I loved the whole slice of life, kind of like just together with the whole music, rock style music kind of thing. Then we had Girls Band Cry. There's so many other girls band rock band groups that I absolutely love. For example, if you guys don't remember this, but in Angel Beats there was a girls band group. It was called Girls Dead Monsters, Girl Demo. I think that's the like the shortened form of it. I absolutely loved their sections of the story where they had to they used to sing and everything. I remember listening to their songs as well a long time, from that point onwards. Then obviously I listened to Keon's songs as well. Then when we had girls band Kai Togenashi Togenari, Toge Toge, with these new songs we got, I watched them. I loved the anime. I listened to their songs, every single one of them. Yeah. Currently, it's Heaven's Burn Red that I'm so much like just into it. Where we have, in that story, there is a girls band group there as well. She's Legend, and I'm really like just kind of stuck with their songs nowadays. All that I listen to is them. Like She's Legend songs. I absolutely love them. And this is another one of the new ones. So I'm hoping this is going to keep up to my expectations, and I think this will be a really good fun time. I really want to react to this. Even though this is like at the lower end of the like popularity for now, I do hope this gets, and even if it doesn't get popular, Girls Band Cry didn't get popular, but it didn't stop them from being absolutely amazing. Girls Band Cry is absolutely amazing, a very much underrated show. Even if it's like that, I just I feel like this will be good. And like I said, this is the thing that makes this even better in my eyes, is that these are all Ojo Samas. The whole oh ho ho ho, like Ojo Samas, they will be like just on the on the on the stage, just singing like banging drums, like just strumming their guitar. Oh boy, this is gonna be good. this is probably the one that I'm very much excited about, watching. So I'm very much looking forward to this. I will be reacting to this. And yeah, this is probably the final one that I'll be reacting to. New show from this season. So yeah. Okay. Now there's another show that I will be reacting to, but that is not a new show. But I thought about reacting to this for a long amount of time, and I think I will have to react to this because this show is apparently getting a new season in the upcoming few, like seasons. I don't know when it's going to get a new season, but like there's no date, which is Dorohedoro, right? Excuse me. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. I just went away. Anyways, Dorohedoro, right? That was the name, with the, yeah. So I will be react. I haven't watched Dorohedoro. I think I watched like the first episode only on my own. I will be reacting to Dorohedoro season 1. It is not a new show, but I will react to it. And when season 2 will come out, so that I can react to that as well. That's what I'm going to do. So Dorohedoro is an old show, but I will be reacting to this. I'm adding it to this roster. And I think that's it. There's no other shows that I will be reacting to other than these few that I said. Okay, you know what? Before moving forward, let me just count them first. 1 is Fire Force. 2 is Debate. 3 is Vigilante. 4 is Kulun Generic Romance. 5 is Rockwell Lady no Tashinami Deshite. 6 is, like I said, Dorohedoro. I will start watching, reacting to. And 7 is Apothecary Diaries, which will be continuing. So there you go. 7 shows and the movies, every week 1 movie. And that's why I said this season is a lot lesser. 7 episodes, 7 shows means 1 video every day. And so it's more than enough. I'll have more than enough time to react to all of this. So I won't be packed like I was in the previous season. Like that was horrible. This current season that I'm still in, the previous season was horrible. There's so many of them. I just couldn't properly do it. So I've lessened it a lot so that I can be a lot more freer and I can do a lot more stuff that I myself want to. But yeah, there you go. So that is it. Now let me continue looking at the animes. This is the next one. Apocalypse Hotel. What is this? The Earth when mankind has disappeared and civilization has collapsed. In a world ruined of ruined towns and revived nature, one historic hotel remains. 0 customers currently staying, 0 customers planning to stay today, 0 homepage views yesterday, goal not reached. Damn. The story that unfolds in a hotel when humanity has disappeared. Wow, that's an interesting synopsis. What are these people? Are these people all ghosts or something? One historic hotel. You know what? This is interesting. Maybe these are all robots or something. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, this sounds interesting. I'll probably watch it on my own. Okay, this is the next one. What is this? Aru Majano Shinumade. Okay. On her 17th birthday, apprentice witch Meg learns that she only has 1 year to live. Oh. What? Her teacher, the long-lived witch Faust, explains that the only way to undo the death curse is to collect tears of joy and grow the seed of life. To find them, Meg will have to leave the sheltered life she's always known. Head out to the world. There will be meetings, partings, and friendships, and of course, many tears. Meg will learn the most important lessons for a witch are bright, sweet, and somewhat heart-wrenching. Interesting. Oh, this gives me like Violet Evergarden vibes, kind of, and like Freerun maybe a little bit because of the whole life and death kind of drama. This sounds interesting. You know what? I'll watch this. This is actually a very interesting premise. Right. Okay. Next one. Okay, what is this? Mono. What? Mono. The Mono manga is centered around high school girls who belong to Cinephoto Club, which is a combination of combination of photography club and video research club set around Kofu City, Yamanashi Prefecture. The girls go about their daily lives using cameras as tied kites. Oh, tied to kites, action cameras, and even drones around the city and prefecture. Okay, so this is basically like a Yuru camp kind of story, where instead of going camping, these girls are going photographing, you know. Okay, it's like a slice of life kind of feel good Yashke type of show, I guess, right? Yeah. I'll probably watch it. Okay, next is Zasutabi. That's Journey. While aspiring manga artist Chika Storybooks gets rejected, she ditches her desk for an adventure. Armed with a quirky social media poll. Oh wow! She sets off on a spontaneous journey of random crowdsourced destination. From hilarious mishaps to heartwarming encounters, Chika discovers inspiration, friendship, herself one unpredictable stop at a time. So she becomes an IRL streamer. Damn. Kind of, I guess. Like, she's like using making polls and everything and going along with what everyone tells her. Okay. Okay, it's an interesting, interesting premise. So yeah, if all of these get good enough rating, I'll probably watch them on my own. Right. Oh, this is Uma Musume. Right. Obviously, I have no idea about Uma Musume. I've not watched the anime. The game will be coming in global, the gacha game, which when I'll probably play it back when it comes into global. But for now, I'll not watch it, like, because I have no idea, no context. Uma Musume Cinderella Great tells the tale of a lone girl of the destitute countryside of Kawamatsu who will soon rock Japan with her feet. Cinderella's story of youthful drama and running begins at a humble starting gate. I'm guessing people who play Uma Musume, they'll probably know these characters, and this is like probably like some backstory for some character or something. But yeah, obviously for me who has no idea, like no context, yeah. But like I said, I'll probably when the game comes to it'll come to global. It's coming very soon this year, I think. I'll probably play it if I like the game in itself. Like Uma Musume is like the highest grossing gacha game in Japan. I think it's like it's always at the top, which shows how crazy popular it is. And who knows, maybe it'll be as popular as in global as well. I'll play it, and if I like it, I'll probably keep playing it, and maybe then I'll get into the whole Uma Musume thing. For now, yeah, I have no idea. So yeah. Next is Anne Shirley. The art style looks like Ghibli art style, right? Ghibli movie art style. A new adaptation of Akage no Anne, Anne of the Green Gables. On the beautiful Prince Edward Island in Canada, an orphan named Anne Shirley is mistakenly sent to the Green Gables, the hometown of Matthew and Marilia Cuthbert. They choose to adapt her anyway, and Anne finds friendship, love, and happiness in her new home. Come along with the story of a pure-hearted and imaginative girl growing up, leaving for college, returning home, a changed woman. Wait, is this the answers to no? Oh wait, this is the same one that did Tower of God? What? The art style is so different. This looks like some kind of Ghibli movie or something. Wait a minute. Is this also the same studio that did? Okay, never mind. That is, look at the art style. It looks like those old art styles, like older, like art, like basically Ghibli movie art style. This looks like the characters and everything. Interesting. Wait, is this like some kind of a? Oh, this is a remake kind of thing, right? Wait a minute. So if what happened to Arne Shali before she was adopted? Yeah, this is like a whole thing. Oh, interesting. Right. Yeah, you can see 2010. Okay. Right. So they kind of, they're trying to kind of um, use the same type of art style. It makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably watch it. Okay, what is this? Kanchigai no Atelier, Meister. AU パーティーの元雑用係が実は戦闘以外が SSS ランクだったというよくある話. Right, okay. One day, Kurt, a kind-hearted boy, suddenly kicked out of the hero's party. Oh my god, this is one of those again. Good God. For being useless. He finds that his aptitude for weapon, magic, and all other combat related skills is the lowest rank, so he takes odd jobs repairing castle walls and digging for minerals to make a living while his exceptional abilities are immediately revealed. Great. He proves to be skillful in cooking, building, mining, crafting, magical tools. In fact, his aptitude for every skill unrelated to combat has an SSS ranking. How do people not figure this out before getting kicked out? Like, what is this? Kurt, however, seems completely unaware to his talent and ends up saving people, the town, and even the country to. This is one of the most generic things I've ever heard. But who knows, maybe it'll be actually good. Because you can't. Sometimes these shows, like, they surprise you. Like, you feel like, oh, god damn it, it's the same old just thing, just repeat over and over again. But bam, suddenly one of them is actually really good, and you're like, damn, okay. So who knows, maybe this will be one of those. I have no idea. I'll probably still watch it. Because, I'm that type of a person. Okay. Next is this one. We're getting towards the bottom here. Shin Samurai Den Yaiba, protagonist Yaiba Kurogane Yaiba is a wild samurai boy who trains in the jungle with his father Kenjiro. By chance, Yaiba returns to Japan. He meets his rival Takeshi Onimaru, who has the same samurai spirit as Yaiba. Wait, isn't this like a... I feel like I've... Wait. New training ground. Yaiba is living a life series of serious competition, but Onimaru obtains the legendary demon sword. He's on a journey full of spectacle and great adventure. Oh my god. I was like, isn't this freaking what's his name? Like Detective Conan, Magic Kaito kind of like. Oh my, Gosho Aoyama. Wow. Art style immediately struck me. I'm like, what? This art style is Detective Conan art style. Interesting. Oh, this did have like a previous. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I've heard of this. This is Yaiba. Yeah. Okay. Kenryu Densetsu Yaiba. Like Magic Kaito and like Detective Conan. All of this. Wait, also, isn't Yaiba Kurogane basically oh no, someone else. Never mind. Yeah, but yeah, I have seen this so many times. I remember, I think like I've seen this multiple times. I think somewhere, like well, back in the days when I was starting to watch anime. So yeah. Oh, interesting. This is like a remake or something, I guess. Okay. Right. You know what? Maybe I'll watch it. Is this actually, if it gets a good enough rating? Okay, Guilty Gear. Strive Dual Rulers. Now, Guilty Gear is obviously a game. Yeah. I'm guessing it's like an anime for it. After the decline of once robust fields of science and technology, a new energy source known as magic fuels the modern era. Humanity creates forbidden biological weapon gears. Those gears eventually stand against humanity in a rebellion. Damn. Although they managed to overcome the struggle for survival known as crusades, humanity's losses are so great that even after several decades pass, emotional wounds remain unable to fully heal. Shin Kisuke, child of a human and a gear. Whoa, what? The child of a human and a gear heads to his father Ki and mother Dizzy's wedding ceremony. Wedding breaks the ultimate taboo, union between human and a gear. Even with it, the world is at peace. It took many years for such a ceremony to come to fruition. Despite complex array of emotions surrounding it, the wedding ceremony is met with blessings. When suddenly a mysterious girl appears, a fated child inheriting gear blood and mysterious girl who despises gears. Reading would shake the world. This actually sounds very interesting, The whole... Right. Father Ki and mother Dizzy. This is the mother, okay. Ki. Right. Okay. Well, I don't know if I'll watch this, if it gets a good enough rating. I don't think I'll be watching any of this at the end. All these, at the bottom. Kampeki sugide kawai ge ga nai to konyaku haki sareta seijou wa ringoku ni urareru. Hylia's family has produced saints for generations. It's no surprise that she is known as the greatest saint of all time. Set to marry the second prince, Julius. What no one expected Julius to call off the engagement, claiming that Hylia's perfection makes her charmless and like her. Damn. To add insult to injury, Hylia's packed off to a neighboring country in exchange for gold. What? These like developments are crazy. Like, one suddenly they're getting married, suddenly they're just being sold as a slave. Like, what are these? Like, oh my god. And resources forcing her to leave her homeland. Despite bracing herself for mistreatment, Firia finds a warm welcome in a new town when she puts her saintly abilities to good use, directing barriers against monsters and curing epidemics. Even as she focuses in her new life, her homeland is under threat for destruction. Crazy. Right. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it if it gets a good enough rating. Okay, what is this? Nazotoki wa dinner no ato de. Oh, it's like a detective type of story. Let me check. Reiko is a rich heiress to a Zaibatsu, but she chose to work as a detective. Yep. She resents her superior, Kazamatsuri, who always seems to be making illogical deductions that causes murder cases to become cold cases. One day, her butler suddenly announces his retirement and he chooses Kageyama as his replacement. Oh, wait. Who the hell is Kageyama? What? Reiko realizes that Kageyama's deduction skills are very good after Kageyama solves an unseemingly solvable mystery. This dude. This Ikemen dude. You can see him. After that, whenever Reiko meets an unsolvable case, she will lay the details of the case to Kageyama and he would explain to her how the particular case is solved after dinner. After every case, Kageyama also explains to Reiko some universal truth or human nature that led to such crime being committed. Interesting. So this dude here is the one that makes a... Oh my god, Mamoru Miyano again. Hey! Kana Hanazawa as... Okay, wow, this has some... Yuki Kaji, this has some Yui Horie. This has some crazy like voice acting going on here. So many good people. Oh boy, this is packed. Right. Interesting. You know what? I usually don't watch these type of shows. Maybe I'll watch this one just because it's like filled with so many good people. Right. Okay. Next, what is this? Ninja to Koroshia no Futari Gurashi. Ninja and an assassin? Okay. On the way home from school one day, Konoha Koga rescues Satoko Kusagakure, a ninja who escaped her village. Soon pursuers of the village show up in search of Satoko, only to be deathly dealt with Konoha. Damn, as it turns out, the Nijumi high school is actually an assassin. There's a potentially cutthroat cohabitation of a ninja and an assassin being what in the... That is a crazy synopsis. That's funny. Again, I don't know. I'll watch it or not. Okay, what is this? Theogonia. Humans fight to protect their land from invading demi-human tribes in relentless battles. As the world is engulfed by intense warfare, Kai, a village boy from Lag, joins the fight to defend all he knows. After Kai's comrades fall one by one, he's injured. He suddenly recalls memories from another life. A fantasy tale unfolds as the village boy explores a world of magic, mystery, and heroism. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will not. It'll all depend on the rating. Maebashi Witches. The anime story set in Maebashi City, is a Gunma prefecture, is about a coming-of-age story of 5 high school girls. First year's high school student Yuina Akagi lives an ordinary but unsatisfying everyday life. One day, a mysterious frog named Keroppe scouts her and 4 other girls to become Maebashi Witches. Wow, it's a frog this time. The mascot one, the mascot character. Suddenly, a room closet is suddenly connected to a mysterious space that brings the girls to a magical flower shop where they sing, dance, and make other people's wishes come true. Right. So these are Maho Shoujo idols or something, I guess. Okay. Okay, what is this? Bye Bye Earth Season 2. I have no idea. I haven't seen Season 1, so... Adonis returns empowered by darkness as Belle awakens from a slumber, fates bound by an inescapable destiny. Yeah, I'll probably not watch it. Chuzenji Sensei, Mononoke Koi Giroku, Sensei ga Nazo no Toite Shimau Kara. Oh, this is another detective type, I think. Our setting is in Tokyo in 1948, just after the war. Kanna Kusakabe has had become a second year at a high school when she meets the new language teacher, Akihiko Chuzenji. Mysterious supernatural things keep happening around Kanna. Once again today, Kanna is going to open the doors to the library, prep room to seek help from the surly Shuzenji sensei, who is waiting inside. High school supernatural mystery featuring unlikely duo between a teacher and a high school girl is about to begin. Right, so like I said, it's like a detective type kind of again. Right, interesting. Okay, what is this? Ballpark de Sukamaete. To escape the tiring job, Riri Murata finds escape in a nearby baseball stadium. When the games are thrilling, it's Ruriko, the gyaru as cold as beer she serves, but secretly a sweetheart, who keeps him coming back. Okay, as the first regular, Murata discovers the warmth of being behind her frosty demeanor, and the hilarious, heartwarming encounters light up the ballpark and maybe even their hearts. You know what? I'd probably just watch this because she's a gyaru. Yeah. Also, Fido's eye is voice acting. Right. Yeah, I'll probably watch this. Just because. Okay. Next, we have this one. Okay, these are all Hibibas Sugiredo Meshiumashi. Original animation about the daily life of 5 girls who have just become university students. They love delicious food, want to have lots of fun with everyone, try their best to study, so they're enjoying university life to the fullest. It's a slice of life, basically. Right. About, it's basically like the cute girls doing cute things kind of thing. Okay. What is this? Gorilla? What is this? Gorilla no kami kara kago sareta reijou wa oritsu kishidan de kawaigareru. What does have a gorilla to do with this? What? Sophia, timid daughter of a count, just wanted peaceful life, but the gorilla god, what? Has other plans. Blessed with unmatched friends, she's thrust into royal night order, turning her quiet days into chaos. Now she must juggle school, the nightlife, and overwhelming power. Who knew gorilla strength could be so good? That's why gorilla god gave her gorilla strength. What is she, One Punch Woman? Oh my god, how do people come up with this? I just, it's just ah, the enigma of the human mind. Good god. Oh boy. Okay, what is this? Miru, Watashi no Mirai. In the distant future, humans create a robot named Miru, capable of traveling through time. What? That seems like a very, very, very dangerous thing. Like, first and foremost, robot. Second, you're giving them ability to travel through time. Nah, man. Already, like people talking about AI taking over and everything, and you're giving them time traveling powers. That is a disaster waiting to happen. Visiting various eras, places, and even parallel worlds. Even parallel worlds. Like some robots, Miru isn't equipped with weapons. Instead, it helps people overcome immense obstacles peacefully, encouraging new beginnings without violence. You know what? It all starts like that. But then, we all know what happens. Miru continuously evolves by interacting with people, learning and growing to assist those struggling to survive. Listens to their problems, offers them support. By helping others, Miru sets off a butterfly effect of dramatic change, guiding society towards a brighter future. Why was Miru created? What is its purpose? Can it save Earth and humanity from a dystopian future? This seems too damn good for like a AI robot kind of. But I don't know. Giving a robot like time traveling power seems such a bad idea. Like, you already know what's going to happen, don't know what's going to happen. Because as long as robots learn from humans have, a lot of people have darkness within them. That gets, yeah, it's just, it's, I don't know. But everything seems pretty perfect. Like, so yeah. Anyways, what is this? Princess Session Orchestra. Anime takes place in Alicipia, which is a mysterious country that has existed since ancient times. The inhabitants of Alicipia are the Alicipians. Okay. Fun-loving people, but one day mysterious monsters called Jamaok appear to threaten peace of Alicipia. The story follows a trio of princesses who've never forgotten the song in their hearts, even when facing such danger, and step up to save the day with the power of music. Okay, it's like a music type of interesting. Okay. Uchujin Mumu. What? Mumu. Cat like alien from distant galaxy Mumu. arrives on Earth. His goal is to learn about home appliance technology on Earth to recover the technology his species has lost. What? Protagonist Sakurako, who has a typical university life, but everything changes with Mumu's arrival. What begins as an unexpected cohabitation quickly turns into a whirlwind of chaotic events. The chemistry between Sakurako and Mumu leads to a super spectacular, appliance-filled and cat comedy adventure. This is such an interesting combination, like cat and aliens. And there's a bunch of cats I can see. So, or two of them, I don't know. Wow. Okay. You know what? I don't know. If this gets a good enough rating, maybe I'll watch this. This sounds pretty interesting, like cat aliens, you know. Okay, what is this? Compass. Compass 2.0. Sento Setsuri Kaiseki system. Rebel Hero 30 refuses a partner until Jin joins him. Can they fight to keep Compass 2 running? Okay, I have no idea what this is. Anadol. This is probably some kind of game, I think. Or like a manga. Okay. Anime adaptation of Hanadol 2.5 Idol franchise. Oh, it's an idol. Okay. The story of our idol project, Hana Ningyo project, exists to artificially create the perfect idol by implanting a special flower seed inside a body. Oh, franchise follows the growth of young men who dedicate their lives to the project. Annually adapt the first season of drama series titled Flowering. Right. Classic stars. Okay, these are all like idol stuff, I think. Yeah. Gloria Private Academy, where stars are born. Beethoven was a fighter. What? How? This is Beethoven was fighting. What? Until music chose him. In prestigious music department, students who match the talent of legendary musicians inherit gifts and names. Trading his gloves for melodies. Steps into the world where notes hit harder than fists. God damn. That's a line. Determined to win the ultimate competition. Oh, when notes hit harder than fists. Oh. Hey, yo, Chopin. Lost Beethoven. Mozart. Okay, right. Damn. Okay, this is Himiso no Aipuri Ringen. Semester. Okay, this is some kind of. Yeah. Oshiri Tante. What is this? Wait a minute. Oshiri Tante? Ninth season? Oh, he looks like a bud. That's why Oshiri Tante. Bud detective. Oh no. Okay, that was all the TV shows. Now let me move on to the other stuff. For example, movie. Okay, let me take out the TV shows from here. Only movies. A few movies. Oh, Kobayashi's Maid Dragon getting a movie. Interesting. Kobayashi-chan Chino Maid Dragon Samishi Garia no Ryu. I don't want to let go of her hand because we're a family. Theatrical follow-up of second season of. Okay, so this is a sequel. Interesting. Because this is basically, I'm guessing this is Kanna's story. Of, if you remember in season 2, there was a section where they kind of briefly gave us Kanna's backstory with Toru. I think this is going to like expand on that. Right. Follow up to the second season. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Since I'll be watching like anime movies and stuff, obviously I doubt it's going to get an immediate release in digital format, but it usually takes like 6 months. So after that time, I'll react to it probably. You know, yeah. After it gets like like the Blu-ray releases and everything. Okay, Meitante Conan. It's been a long time I've watched any Conan stuff. I'll have to start watching it again. You know. So yeah, because goddamn, I love my Conan. Conan was absolutely fantastic, and it just got so like slow at such a time that I just stopped watching it. I need to rewatch a few stuff again. I remember I was at that section where I stopped watching, where we actually get to meet that new character. What was her name? Uh, Akai Shuichi's mother. What was her name? Mary or something? I forgot her name. The new blonde girl who was also a victim of the drug, who also became a kid. Masumi Sera's mother. I'm talking about when she was revealed. I watched up until that part in the anime, and since I only watched the canon ones, I'll probably start watching them again. And there's a lot of the Conan movies I haven't watched from that point onwards. So I'll need to watch all of this. Good God, there's so many stuff to see, because yeah, Detective Conan is absolutely amazing. Like it's like one of the best things. Yeah. Okay. What is this? Princess Principal. Okay. I've heard Princess Principal so many times. It's getting so many movies and stuff. Maybe one day I actually watch it because it's the fourth out of six movie sequels. Damn. I actually have no idea what this show is even about. Like, I just see a bunch of girls with guns and stuff. So yeah. Oh, Boku to Roboko no is movie. This one is actually very interesting. I actually read the manga a little bit. This is like a very like I do know it also has an anime. This is like a whole Doraemon like a parody, which is absolutely hilarious if you have watched Doraemon. If you haven't watched Doraemon, you probably won't get a lot of the stuff. But it's a whole damn parody of Doraemon, where basically Gianna and Sunio, instead of being the absolute bullies and like the assholes they are in the show, they actually just want the best for the main character, while this girl Roboko, who's supposed to be Doraemon, I'm guessing, is just this complete batshit insane. Like it's just, I think it's crazy. Like I read the manga, it was hilarious actually. Like I might actually start reading the manga again because this is actually people don't really talk about this, but people who have watched Doraemon will absolutely enjoy this. Just look at the names Gorilla Gachi. Instead of Jian, I guess Motsuo Kaneo, Sunio instead of Sunio, Bondo Taira. Wait, who's this? Bondo Taira. Oh, this is the main guy who's Nobita. I'm guessing supposed to be Nobita. Roboko is supposed to be Doraemon. Meiko, I have no idea who this is. Who's this? Bondo no Mama. This is his mom. This Shizuka as well, I think. Yeah, this is someone who plays Shizuka's part as well. Um, right. So it's just it's crazy. Like yeah. So just getting a movie. Okay. What is this? Kaito Queen no Yuga no Vacances. Announced that the Mirage Queen preferred part is a Mirage Queen anime. I have no idea what this is. Queen, RD, Joker. Okay. Utano Prince Sama. This is one of those boy band kind of. Yeah. And this is like some kind of. Okay. Now, that was movies. Let's move on to TV shorts, which is, I'm guessing these are all like the short anime movies. I'm just gonna see what these are. Just a little bit of a glimpse. Wait, is a hen? Oh my god. Hey, nah, man. This is kind of censored. I don't think this is going to trigger the age restriction system. Hinata did it. It got reincarnated in another world into the mantle of heroes. So dreaded demon lord alongside party of fellow adventurers, rewarded his normal life. Dark elf companion travel back with him. Yeah, this is basically one of those, but I guess this also has like a proper manga to it. Now, there's a few of these which are actually start as doujinshis, but then they become so popular that they actually like start properly doing the manga, and it actually becomes a manga series. Right. Okay, these are all, I think. Wait a minute. What? Romantic comedy story centers on Eita, introverted mecha otaku high schooler. Personal school's most popular are Makina. Secret season 6 or yeah. Oh my. Okay. What are these? I'm guessing these are like or 3 minutes or something. Those shows and TV shorts. Okay. Yeah, these are all just. Okay. Let's move on. Special. What specials do we have? Cocoon. What is this? Arunatsu no Shoujo Tachiyori. San and Mayu are two schoolgirls living in Okinawa during the closing months of Pacific War. Together with their classmates, the two friends are drafted into war, effort as nurses and wounded soldiers. When ordered to die for their country, the remaining members of the group escape only to face the harsh environment of a tropical paradise that has become a hellish battlefield. Wow, this sounds interesting. Okay. Okay, OVA. Oh, yeah, I will watch this when this comes out. Konosuba, I will react to this as well. This is Konosuba bonus third stage. Announced during Konosuba Radio Public Recording Special. When is this coming out? I think April. Sometimes, like, uh, where is the date? I cannot find the date. It's written March, but I do know it's not like it'll like I think it's like properly coming out on April or something. Um, okay, announced during Konosuba and the OVA episodes for third season of Konosuba. Restream explosion. While Kazuma and his mates are having dinner in the guild, Luna, a receptionist, brings them a request. They need Megumin's explosion spell to face a typhoon approaching in the city of Axel. Union and Wiz also decide to participate, and the morale of the adventurers soars. On the day of the decisive battle, Kazuma sees the adventurers preparing for battle and is surprised to find that they were all right. Nisemonochu, beware of imposters. On winter day, while Kazuma was enjoying grilled skewer at a food stall in the town of Axel, an adventurer approached him. The man said he was looking for an adventurer named Sato Kazuma. Exchanged for dinner, Kazuma told them the legend of Kazuma Sato, which moved the man and his party of three female adventurers to tears. Yeah. Right. Okay, that is, yeah. There you go. It was pre-screened in Japan in March, 2 weeks starting. Yeah. So we're getting this later, as far as I know. I think. And then we have, what is this? Yakusho Kizoku 2. I have no idea what this is. Okay, now ONAs. Let's see if there's any good ONAs coming. Oh, Rico Rico is okay. Rico Rico is getting a right. Wait a minute. Okay, let's look at this. Moonrise. How many episodes? Like ONAs are original net animation. These are these are just directly like just aired in on internet, and they all come out at the same time, kind of most of the time. There are exceptions, obviously. Like Kizumonogatari was an ONA, not Kizumonogatari, sorry. The latest Monogatari, the monster stories. That was an ONA format, but it came out weekly. But usually ONAs come out like all at the same time. Most of the time, like JoJo, for example, JoJo season 6, those are all ONAs. So these are basically those. It is like an anime, but it is a little bit different the way it's like streamed. So that's why I'm trying to see how many episodes there are. I cannot really find it. Season popularity, favorite, studio airing, format, status. Okay, anyways, is it in stats? No. Characters, stuff. No. Okay, it's in a not too distant future. Humanity has established a loosely organized world government with everything managed by an international AI network called Sapienta. Yeah, people live peaceful lives by loyally obeying its rational decisions. However, Sapientia's lunar development project, which sends criminals and pollutants to the moon, damn, to maintain Earth's peace, creates disparity and poverty on the moon, sparking a catalyst for war. Jack Shadow, gets caught up in the conflict after losing his family to a terrorist bombing by the moon's rebel army. Vowing revenge, Jack joins the Earth's army as a scout on the moon, only to discover an unexpected leader among the resistance forces. Interesting. This sounds interesting. Yeah, I'll probably watch it. And then we have Rico Rico. Here we go. Series of shorts showing the daily lives of Chisato Takina and other employed in Cafe Rico Rico. Licorice Recoil, Friends Are the Thieves of Time. I watched Licorice Recoil, the original anime. It was absolutely fantastic. I absolutely loved it thoroughly. And this is like has 6 episodes. I'll watch this definitely. Maybe I'll rewatch season 1 as well. It's a really good show. Absolutely amazing. So yeah. And then we have Koisuru One Piece. Wait, is this One Piece? Premise of the spin-off is about 3 high school students, a young male student, his girlfriend, and a third wheel. What? Who's a One Piece fanatic? Names are similar to the Straw Hat Pirates, and the group form a fan club dedicated to One Piece. So I'm guessing this is like related to One Piece, but obviously this is not One Piece. That's interesting. Even though I haven't really watched One Piece properly, this is such an interesting premise. Like you're showing a show about One Piece fans who are huge One Piece fans, and they are just Like obviously it's not One Piece, but at the same time these characters will probably reference One Piece a lot and have a lot of fun with. Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. Oh my god. Okay, then we have Yu-Gi-Oh card game, the Chronicles. Okay, Pichicure and Transformers. Okay, and that was it. That was all of them. Now I like made this video a little bit late because I was waiting for any type of an announcement for Fate Strange Fake. Still no announcement, so we're not getting it this season. If we get Fate Strange Fake this season, then I'll probably add it within one of them. We probably won't get it still. Maybe from July. I can just hope. Anyways, but that was all. That was all the shows I'll be reacting to. So like I said, not many shows I'm reacting to this season, but like I said, I need to make time for myself. Like the previous season was too hectic for me. I don't want to like be like that anymore. So I've cut down the amount of shows, but I will be reacting to the movies. I'll be able to react to the movies now that I've cut down the shows, because previously I couldn't. So the ones that I'll be reacting to this season, let me just summarize them for you. Number 1, Fire Force Season 3. Number 2, Debate. Number 3, My Hero Academia Vigilante. Number 4, Kowloon Generic Romance. Number 5 is, where is it? Rockwa Lady no Tashinami Deshite. Number 6 is Dorohedoro. Like I said, it's not a new show, but I will be reacting to it because I want to react to season 2 later on down the line. So I'll just react to season 1. I haven't watched it myself. And number 7 is the show that is already continuing, which has 24 episodes, Apothecary Diaries. And on top of that, the anime movies weekly. There you go. That is it. A lot lesser than the previous season, where I had like 10 to 11 shows I was reacting to, so I couldn't do any of them properly. But this time I will be a lot more free, so there you go. That is it, guys. This season there's not that many shows that are just like I'm just like, oh damn. But I do know the season after this is spring. Summer season is packed to the brim. I will have to make some good, like, proper choices next season, because I don't have time to react to every one of them. Like there's what was it? What? God damn it! What was the name? Did I just forget the name? Dress Up Darling. Yeah, this Dress Up Darling. We have the Bunny Girl Senpai, the new one coming out. We have Grand Blue. We have Karuto Hana, that one. And there's so many of them. I genuinely don't know what to choose and what to pick and what to not choose to react to. So next season I will have to make some decisions. This season, however, there's not many. So yeah, like all of these I'll be reacting to. We'll see. However, like I said, there's one thing you need to keep in mind. Debate, if I will give it a try, if it gets bad adaptation, I'll probably drop it if I think so by the middle of it, maybe. But even if the animation is bad, if it at least gets a proper adaptation, I'll continue to watch it. I'll continue watching it. Also, when Konosuba comes out, the OVA, I'll react to that as well. 2 episodes only for that. And there you go. That is it. That was the summary. So that is it, guys. Let me know which animes you're excited to watch and all that stuff in the comments. And yeah, I'll end it here. So thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next when these animes will start. I'll see you guys in the reaction in itself. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.